Can everyone hear me okay? Is it okay? Okay, perfect. So by looking at everyone's faces, I think everyone already knows what today's talk is. So throughout the year, you may have heard of YAPS, which is the Young Ambassadors of Peace. This is a wonderful program that we run with schools where young people explore the meaning of peace and learn how they can become ambassadors for a positive change. So today's theme is peace within the self, exploring what peace means from a younger generation's perspective. Before we can create a peace around us, it is important that we understand and nurture peace within ourselves through our thoughts, emotions, choices, and actions. And we will be learning that from none other than these children who have been participating in these programs since the last 1 year. Our YAPs have done some incredible work throughout the year, and today we have the opportunity to hear their voices, experiences, and insights. Now, it is our honor to welcome our young ambassadors of peace onto the stage for today's podcast on peace within the self. Joining with them will be Winnie, who will guide this conversation and help us explore their thoughts, experiences, and understanding of what peace means to them. Please join me in welcoming the Yaps and Winnie with a big round of applause.
Hello? Yes, that's better. Thank you, Dia, for welcoming us. So I'm going to keep it brief on my side because the superstars for the night are our yaps. But I do have to say that I met them a few weeks ago and we spent some time together. And listening to their journey and their experiences was incredibly inspiring. And I've just been totally amazed. Parents, do you agree? Yes. I was so inspired that I gave Peace Gym a go for a few days, and it was a lot harder than I expected. Was it easy for you kids? You're lying. It was easy, wasn't it? Well, they certainly made it look easy, but it requires a lot of dedication and commitment. So I think we have to start with a round of applause again for all of our yaps. They have been role models not just for their schools, but in their wider society and community, and actually for all of us. So I hope you've got your pens and paper to make notes, because I'm sure we're going to learn a lot from these amazing children. So, with that, let's get straight into it. If I could ask you to first just introduce yourselves, we can go around this way.
My name is Kian.
My name is Sashini. My name is Grace.
My name is Theodore.
Amazing. And I've heard that you normally start with a peace moment. So, could one of you take us into a peace moment, please?
Please sit back, relax, close your eyes, breathe in and out. Again, in and out. Think of a beautiful flower waving gracefully in the wind. That flower is you, and every single petal has a good deed of yours. Then a big gust of wind comes and carries those petals away, and it goes to another flower. This flower and their petals is your peace. As it spreads from flower to flower, it spreads peace, bringing happiness to joy, to love, to kindness throughout the world. Now, open your eyes, look around, and be present in the moment. Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much. So, who feels more peaceful now? Everyone, I think, yes? So, thank you for that beautiful peace moment. And I'm curious about the caps. Can you tell us, Kian, what the caps are about?
The caps are to show that we're not any type of people. We're peace ambassadors, and we try to spread our, uh, our peace to others that's around us.
Wow, so does it remind you also that you're a YAP?
Yes, it does remind us we're a YAP, and I try to wear it to all of the journeys that we go to.
That's amazing. So, Young Ambassadors for Peace. This is quite a title, right? Can I ask all of you, what does it mean to you to be a young ambassador of peace? Maybe starting with you.
It means to be a peace ambassador that we spread peace and that we are peaceful ourselves and with others.
For me, it means that that peace doesn't only start with the absence of war. Peace starts within ourselves, and we can't have peace on the outside if we don't have peace in ourselves. This means to me that it's just, I don't really know how to explain it. It's not just a word, it's a action of kindness and self-belief. And being a peace ambassador is just, it really strengthens that peace inside you. And it before I thought it was just a word, but now I know it's a strong symbol that isn't just war. Building on everybody who said, peace doesn't just start within, because you can't have peace. You can't have peace with others before you have peace within. So it's very precious, and you can give peace to others as well.
Peace to me means that we don't just have peace within ourselves, we spread peace to other people around us.
Wow. So I think a common theme that you all said is that it's the peace within, and then that radiates out. Just like in that peace moment, you were peaceful, and then everyone put their hands up and said that you made them peaceful too, right? So I've got your job description here, and it's quite a long list of tasks that you've been involved with. Interestingly, the first one on this job description is developing a habit of cultivating peace within the self by carrying out daily exercises. So I already mentioned the peace gym, which I gave a go. Can I ask you to explain, if someone doesn't know who's listening online, maybe could you want to give them a wave for our online audience? Give them a wave. And for anyone online or in person who is not familiar with the peace gym, could someone just explain what this is? Yeah, between you, maybe together you can explain it.
So the Peace Gym is a book that helps us to grow with peace every day, and it's just a reminder that we need to do meditation and all of our peace and keep kindness and hope and peace alive in ourselves.
So for me, the peace gym means like I use it all the time when I do a peace moment, and I write it down in there in the notes, and I tick the boxes that tell you that like did you do in the afternoon or in the morning or at night time. And I usually take the nighttime one because I usually say a prayer with my family all the time before I go to bed, and I really enjoy it, and it really makes me peaceful.
And can I now ask you all, how important was the Peace Gym in your journey of being a YAP? Do you think you would have been YAPs in the same way without the Peace Gym?
The Peace Gym has really inspired me to be who I am, and it makes me feel much better. And I think I would have never been a great at without it.
Do you still do the Peace Gym?
Yeah.
Wow. Have you inspired anyone else to take this on?
I've inspired my sister a bit, but sometimes she tells me to do it together with me, but very rarely.
It's like when you go to a physical gym, it's helpful to have a buddy, isn't it? So maybe you can find someone at home to take part in it with you. Amazing. So now I've not known you that long, but I can already see that you're definitely very peaceful. What are the differences that you saw in yourself? Were you always like this?
Before I started this, I used to have a lot of arguments with my brother, but now I've become more peaceful, and I can handle all the situations, and I can come up with compromise with him.
Oh, wow. That's quite something. Gian, what about you?
When I learned about peace, I thought it was like stopping a war. Like now I know what it really means. It's like to solve conflict and help others.
Mm-hmm. So is there a moment where you use that and something that used to be hard maybe is now a little bit easier for you?
When I have like arguments with my friends, I try to stop it now. Before, I kept on going with the argument.
Mm-hmm. Anyone else?
At the start, I had more arguments with my friends about football and the teams. Now I just step away from the argument, then come back, agreeing with the other person.
Before, I thought that peace just meant it was just another word that we just speak, and it was just stopping a war or something big like that. But now I know that it's not just a word, it's a powerful action that we can use to solve just even little problems. It really, really helps. And in an argument, I try to step away and just reflect on what we should do, and then go back and just try and resolve and just make everyone think about what we've done and how to try and help other people.
You're all saying these things like they're small things, but it's amazing to be able to resolve conflict and walk away from football disagreements and all of these other situations. Have others around you also noticed that you've become more peaceful? Has anyone said anything to you?
I've become a lot more peaceful in my actions and my words.
And how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel happy, proud, and more peaceful.
So we've already started talking about this, peace with others. This was one of your topics, right? One of the subjects that you studied. And am I right in understanding that you learned about some inner powers? So can you be brave and tell everyone about these powers? Yeah, do you want to start?
So, our inner powers are what we use to create peace within and then with others. So, one of the powers that we use is clarity, and there's different animals to go with them, and the animal for clarity is the swan. And clarity means that it's you think and you reflect on what you've just step away to. So the 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 inner powers they usually use animals such as elephants, dogs, swans, and my personal favorite one is the courage one. And I like it because it says to face your fears. And when I have a test or a very difficult moment in my life, I can use the power of courage so I can pass the thing and continue what I've been doing.
How powerful is that? So we've got clarity and courage. How many powers are there?
There might be like another power is freedom or wisdom, and the animal to go with that is an owl. You can like step away from all the arguments and just become free and just let your mind flow away.
And I hear there's also a power of introspection. This sounds interesting. Can someone tell me what this is about? Yeah.
So the power of introspection means to look at others others point of other points of view. From like if you're having an argument, for example, you would look at one person's point of view and try and resolve conflict from them, and then ask them kindly to just look at your point of view of the story, so that you can work together to resolve other conflicts and try and help.
And what about the power of cooperation? Now, I've seen you all use this even just now when you were having some dinner, and the way that you don't speak over each other, you respect each other. You're saying, no, you take first, no, you take first. So I know that you all have this power. Can you tell our audience about the power of cooperation?
I like the power of cooperation because it gives fairness to everyone, and everyone can be treated equally, and we all have peace within others, just like we are supposed to have. Because if we don't, there can be big arguments, and we can lead to even worse things than arguments, such as fights and other things.
About the power of cooperation?
For me, the power of cooperation means that everyone is treated fairly and they all have a say in what they want.
So you all know about this power and you use this power with others. But if you're in a gathering and there's maybe a student who is not being cooperative, they are leaving you out or they are not treating you fairly and equally, then what do you do?
I just stop, think before I act, and I tell the person that you're not letting anybody else have a turn. Not saying that they can't have any more turns, just saying that they can share like everything else. And if they fight against that, then that means that you just need to step away and go and just think if they're annoying you. Just step away from the chaos and just sit down in like a quiet space and just do like a small meditation, then go back and you can try and resolve it calmly.
Wow, they truly are young ambassadors for peace, right? I can give them any situation and you're not going to lose your peace because, like you said, you understand that it's precious, right? So I'm sure that's really inspiring for our audience to hear. Now, leading into this, we have a little game. Do you guys like games? Okay, perfect. So I'm going to give you some situations that as adults we tend to be in sometimes, but we're not as wise as all of you yet. So we need a little help. I'm going to give you the situation, and if you can think of what power might be best to use in that situation, you just put your hand up and explain what power you picked and why. So we've got power of introspection, freedom, stability, accommodation, clarity, choice, courage, and cooperation. Okay. So the first situation is I'll put myself in the situation. Okay. So I tried really hard to do something at my work and I wanted to get a promotion. I put in loads of work the whole year. And then my manager told me today that I didn't get the promotion. So what power would you tell me to use? Can I go with Theodore?
I would use the power of clarity to clear my mind. I would also use the power of wisdom and choose a wise decision and not do something like not good for you.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. That makes me feel better. And okay, now I'm feeling quite stressed and overwhelmed. These words, have you felt stressed or overwhelmed before? Okay, so you know what that feels like. So I'm feeling a little bit stressed. I've just got too much going on. My siblings on one hand, I've got work, I've got volunteering. It's just too much for me. What do I do? Okay, I need loads of advice, so all three of you can answer.
So you can use the power of freedom because you can just let them go for a few moments, have a peace moment, and then you can think of every single one of them one by one. You're going to find a solution for it, for every single problem that you have. And then you might just very slightly just get through it.
That's reassuring. Thank you.
You can also use the power of stability to help you stay not go crazy or get your let your anger get the best of you. You just stay calm and you stay still and you just do just be calm and try let all the pretend all your feelings are clouds and let them just float away and start fresh again. Building on Gracie, I think the power of freedom, because you can just let it all go, step back away, and just stop thinking about everything. Breathe, calm down, and think of all of them one by one. Think of the one which is most important, and do it. And take your time and do it with calmness and peacefulness.
Prioritizing, that's a good suggestion as well. Thank you. So, as adults, we unfortunately tend to feel stressed and overwhelmed quite a lot. So, if we do take a few moments back, Could you maybe suggest like a thought that we could keep in our mind for that 1 minute? Yeah.
You could think that like you're all unique and you're all the same and you all are as good as each other. So if like you're feeling you don't get something, it's not because you're different. It's, it's just because you need to improve on what you're doing.
Thank you.
You can keep a quote, just you are you and nothing can change you.
You could keep the thought of I am powerful and I can I can go through every single problem because I'm strong and courageous.
Want to make the audience repeat that? I'm not sure they believe you. Do you want to say it slowly and then the audience will repeat it back to you?
I am strong. I can do everything. No matter what happens.
Okay, are you good? Grace, I think now make them say it themselves. Let's see if they've learned this. Okay, you count them in from 3 to 1.
1, 2, 3.
Should we make them do it again? I think. Yeah. Okay, let's try that again.
1, 2, 3, go. I am strong. I am do it no matter what.
Let's give them a round of applause. And I hope our online watchers have done this as well. But they're quick learners, aren't they? Yeah, they're good. Okay, so the next situation is we've already talked about this one. If someone doesn't treat me nicely or I feel disrespected, how do I not get upset?
You just stay calm and just reflect on their point of view. And you can use the power of introspection to just try and resolve the conflict, and just, or you can, if they don't want to, you just walk away and just have some time away from them for a minute.
And the animal for introspection really helps with that. It's a good example, isn't it? Does anyone remember the animal for introspection? Yeah? Try again. Yeah, so it's going into its shell. So when a tortoise goes into its shell, if someone's walking over it, does the tortoise get hurt? So I think introspection is the right answer here, isn't it? Go into the shell. And so Hasini, I heard that you spoke at the House of Lords. Can you tell us about that experience?
When I spoke at the House of Lords, I felt very proud to be able to spread peace, not just to our school community, but the YAPs, to other people around in like Parliament and just around the world, and lots of people listened to me, and I just felt that I felt proud of my role as peace ambassador, that I can reflect and share peace with others, representing our school community and St. John Fisher.
And how did the rest of you feel seeing her up there?
I felt very proud for her, and that she could bring our school's St. John Fish up there. And I was pretty much amazed at how courageous she was to go in front of all those people. And if I were in her place, I couldn't have done that.
You just told everyone that you could do anything. Do you want to take that back? I think you could have done it too. Were you gonna say something?
I feel like she was very brave in front of all them people, and she was and she tried her best, which is all that matters. Even if she made a mistake, which she wouldn't have, she tried her best, which is really good.
It's nice being yaps in a team, isn't it? Wouldn't be so nice alone. And you said she was courageous, so this kind of has answered my next situation already, which is when I'm trying something for the first time and I'm feeling a little bit hesitant or unsure, which power should I use?
Courage. Because you can just like be courageous and do the thing that you haven't done and try your best.
And did you have to use the power of courage before you went up there?
Yes, at first I felt a little bit scared when I was practicing like the night before with my mum. And I just felt a little scared about what, like, if I make a mistake. But then when I went up on the stage, I had made a plan with myself that I just closed my eyes and like from just think that no one's there, and I did it, and I made a I made a couple of mistakes, but that didn't stop me. And I just think I had to use the power of courage a lot there.
And you know what the best bit is? Only you know it was a mistake. Nobody else knew it was a mistake. So that's a secret. And the last situation, I don't know if you've been in this situation, but I definitely have, where if you tell someone something, you'll tell them again and again, and you explain your point of view, and then they don't listen, they keep doing what they want to do. So, what do you do then? Mm-hmm.
Stabilize your peace.
Mm-hmm. Any other ideas?
You can just try and talk to them, and just tell them that no, don't tell them your point of view again, because otherwise they'll get too bored. Just say, I would really like to express my point of view, please. And if they don't listen again, then you can just talk. You can just talk out loud and try, you can walk away and try tell another person, and they'll if they listen to you, then that means that you have peace inside, and they also have peace inside, and then they might agree with your point of view, and then they might tell that friend that wasn't listening to you.
Thank you. So, that's all of my situations. Now, time for the audience. Is there any situation that you want our wise yaps to give you some advice on? Can take the floor. Or I think they're all peaceful now. There's nothing left. The mic is just
As a parent, if there is, let's say, a situation where there's a conflict at home, it could be anything. It could be, I don't want to wear that particular item of clothing. Like, let's say one of you is saying that. How could we resolve it together as a parent and a child?
I would resolve it by using the power of freedom, letting it go, and then coming back and agreeing with the person, or just saying your point and then listening to the other person's point as well.
Just tell them if they wear that, and then tell them the possible situations of what could happen if you wear that. So then they might change their mind and wear what you want them to wear.
Probably you could say to the child that this day you can wear this dress, and the next day and tomorrow you can wear the other dress that you want to wear.
And finding a solution. Yeah, it's good.
So, in your experience as YAPs, do you think it's easier to change yourself or to change someone else? Yourself. So, I think that's our main advice.
My question is, when you're at school and someone's not listening on the carpet, tell them to listen when they keep not listening and they're disturbing you from learning. What would you do?
I would go tell a trusted adult if possible, and I would speak to them and say, can you please leave me alone for a few minutes because I want to learn, and you can speak to me later when it's break time or some free time together.
If they're annoying you, or if they're like telling you something that you don't really want to listen to and they're disturbing you from your learning, then as Grace says, you can tell your teacher or a trusted adult around you, or or you can just try and ignore them and look away, and then eventually they might stop talking and maybe try something else.
Question. How do you deal with conflicts with teachers, or a conflict with a parent, or even your boss, someone of authority? How do you deal with that?
You would, even if you had a point of view, you would listen to their one first and then say your point of view, and you'd listen to them and you try and tell them what you'd want to do. But if they get angry at you, don't get angry at them. Just calm down and tell them to calm down and say that it's okay and say that you'll listen to them. But next time, maybe do the thing that you want to do.
That's beautiful advice, to listen to them first and then put your point of view across. Is there any time when you've had to do that? Can you think of a story maybe?
So if you've done something wrong and you're getting told off by a teacher, then you can just try and reflect. Don't get angry at yourself. Just try and reflect and listen to what the teacher has to say, and just try and think about what you've done, but try and don't get angry at yourself, because you're going to do that anyway, so it might as well just be now. So you just have to think and try not to do it again anymore.
Any other situations? This is your time.
A great moment, and I was quite disrespectful and rude to someone, and now I'm feeling guilty and stressed and not very happy with myself. What can I do to deal with that?
If you're in that situation, you could say sorry to whoever you were rude to and say that you'll never do it again, and it was just by accident.
you can go, you can just take like 5 minutes to reflect on what you've done, and just try, don't get too angry at yourself for doing these kind of things. You can just stay calm and just reflect about what you've done, and how to say sorry, and how to think about what to do next, and how to stop doing this when you're angry. So then you go up to them and you say sorry, and hopefully they'll forgive you, and you can be friends again. Even though you've done something wrong, it doesn't matter if like you the other person still needs to treat them, and if you go to them and really apologize like with passion, then they should definitely like say I forgive you, and because that's what a kind person would do.
So you've touched on something really important, which is the power of forgiveness. Do you all find it easy to forgive people? John. So what helps you then? Because I think you find it easier than you say you do. Mhm.
There are a few things that help me, and one of them is I think of what the person's feelings, that what I did to them and what they did to me, and if I don't forgive them, I might just destroy our whole friendship with a person. And I usually just like pray and try to focus and try to forgive them.
That's so beautiful.
You can also just take some like 2 minutes to how to say sorry, and how to go up to them, and how to try and be a better friend. So then you've got it all planned out for you, so you can try, and just so you know you have that plan, even if you don't follow it. Then you know you have that plan, so that means that you feel more confident, and you can just think about what happens if you don't say sorry. You could, as Grace said, you can ruin your whole friendship, and just by that little word sorry.
So because we've got our YAPs here, I want to take advantage of it and maybe have a mid-session peace moment as well. Does that sound okay? So would you like to lead a peace moment for us, Theodore?
Start by closing your eyes. Then take a deep breath in and out again. Now, think of all the good deeds you have done today. Spread those good deeds to other people. As you spread them, be peaceful with yourself and with others.
Thank you so much. And now coming back to your school. So just in your school community, can you tell us a little bit about how you've spread peace there? Because I know it's happened. So maybe all of you can share one thing about how you've spread peace. We start with Theodore again.
Conflict and helping people do things that they can't do themselves.
Do you have an example?
Like when my friend is struggling in a test, or someone's carrying a pile of books, and they need to open a door, but they don't have any hands.
Oh, there should be more YAPs then. We need more people doing this. Thank you.
At my teacher, she put a worry box in the corner of the classroom, and I usually go around in the classroom and look at everyone's faces, and sometimes they look a bit worried. Then I go like and soothe them and encourage them to continue what they did. And sometimes also my friend usually has conflicts with me, and I usually try to convince her to take a moment, think about what we did, and then we can solve the problem. So we usually spread peace in the school community at St. John Fisher by we have every Monday we usually go out on the playground and we encourage the younger children to to play, but also but peacefully, with no fights, and they're quite good at keeping the peace, because we don't really have to do much. We just try and help. We just try and help them if they don't have anyone to play with. But usually they're quite good at keeping the peace. So I think our school is already very, very peaceful.
Sometimes we get put into groups, and in our school, and some people in my group don't usually know what the answer is. So I help them out, and I help them, so they don't they don't get stuck or embarrassed if they're talking amongst the whole class. So I just help them and whisper them the answer or just tell them the answer.
And what do you do at school to spread peace?
At school, I try spreading peace by stopping arguments with my friends and try helping people who get hurt and who need some help.
Mm-hmm. And when you help people, does it matter if they recognize that or even say thank you? Doesn't matter? Not really, right? Because you know that you're doing your job and you're being true to yourself. So how does that make you feel, spreading so much peace in the school?
It makes me feel happy because this might lead to spreading peace to the whole world, because people I spread peace to could spread peace to people they know, and then they'll spread peace to other people they know. And it'll just keep on going.
Wise words. Yes, Theodore?
Spreading peace makes me feel happy because I enjoy when they feel peaceful and are not arguing with others.
And I saw some smiles and some thumbs up here, so I'm gonna take it. Makes you feel happy as well? Yeah. So this sounds really good. Can anyone be an ambassador for peace or only at St. John's Fisher? Yeah.
Anybody can be an ambassador of peace. No matter what age you are or what you look like or how tall you are, anybody can be an ambassador of peace. You just need to be peaceful and do all the right things.
Thank you.
So anyone can be, as Jasmine said, a peace ambassador. You don't just have to have a badge and a certificate. You can you spread a true peace ambassador is someone who spreads peace, not just for like rewards. They spread peace for they like spreading peace and they do it
for others, not just for themselves, to get rewards and for everything that they do.
Not everyone can be a peace ambassador because no one's restricted and no one's away from no one is restricted from peace. There's no barrier between peace and us because peace helps us live a better life, and if we don't have peace, we might just be fighting all day with our siblings, parents, and we might never go through situations that we might have a horrid life.
So our audience, sorry, there's an online question. Okay, can we take an online question? Yes, we can.
So at the moment, there are over 150 people watching you online. And there is a question, and the question is, in the countries where there is war and children are suffering and they're feeling peaceless, what is your message to them as a peace ambassador?
I think maybe everyone can answer this briefly. Yeah, do you want to start?
So you could be peaceful even if there's like a war going on by thinking that peace isn't just you can't only find peace in a happy place. You can find peace anywhere. You just need to look carefully for it.
In your families, if you are in a war, you can just feel peaceful. And even if people in your family are fighting out there, remember that your peace will always be with them, and you can always stay peaceful whenever you want. You just need to feel it. So even when you're feeling peaceless and you are hopeless and you don't know what to do, you just have to just stand or sit calmly and just close your eyes and just think that there are people out there who are thinking about you, even though you that you don't know you don't know them or they don't know you. They're thinking about you, and you have and people are trying to help you. They're trying to put in the love and support to help and care for you, even though they aren't there yet.
Some people like you can actually like just take a peace moment, take a break, get your mind off all the bad things that are happening around you, and just stay around with family and say to yourself that everything's gonna be okay. We will get out of this, and we might just make it out. My message to the people who don't have peace and are in the middle of the war is that that even though there's not peace out there, there's always peace in you.
You're all going to make me emotional. Should we take a peace moment for those children who are not experiencing peace, maybe? Kian, do you want to lead us into a small peace moment? And we remember those children, yeah, and send them our peace.
Close your eyes. Sit comfortably. You can sit you can sit for as long as you like, as calm as you want. And think about this glowing dot in the middle of the room that is getting brighter and brighter every time you spread peace to others. And when that peace spreads to everyone else, it gets bigger because they spread it to other people. Now, this glowing dot in the middle of the room is moving around so quick you can't see it, and it's not being as calm as it's supposed to be. So what you need to do is think about the glowing dot in the middle of the room, staying in one place and being more calm and not being as crazy as it is. This dot is everything that's peaceful inside of you. Now, carefully open your eyes and be aware of your surroundings.
Thank you so much. Now we're almost at time, which I can't believe because it's been such a pleasure and I feel like we're just getting started. But it has really been amazing to speak to you. Do our audience agree? Yeah. You are all so extraordinary. And I think you've recruited everyone as an ambassador of peace here. Is that right? Yes. But is your work finished here? No. So where does it finish?
It never finishes, actually. It goes on and on and on until actually it doesn't have any end. It goes on and on and on and on.
So I think that brings us to a beautiful close to this evening. Have you enjoyed being here? Because we've enjoyed having you a lot. You've had a good time? Okay. And you're excited to be SAPs next year, Senior Ambassadors for Peace? You're certainly ready for it, aren't you? Ready to inspire the new YAPs? So I think one last big round of applause. We have got time if there's any bursting questions. Everyone's happy. You're happy, so they're all happy, yeah? Okay.
Thank you. First of all, I thoroughly enjoyed this conversation. That was a truly inspiring conversation, we all can admit. And thank you, Yaps, for sharing your thoughts, experiences, and insights. Give yourself a pat on your back. Thank you, Winnie, for facilitating the conversation. I am sure we all have taken something away, and we will find peace within ourselves and carry that peace into the world around us. Let's show our appreciation with a huge round of applause. I know Winnie said last. And let's give them a standing ovation. Why not? So next week, some announcements of upcoming programs that are going to come up in a Space Family. Next week, same time, same place, we have another Tuesday talk, which is called the Peace Toolkit. And for this talk, we have Grange Primary School. And that's also we will have yaps from that school. And it is also going to be a peace podcast. So please join us for that. And then some courses that are coming up. We firstly have the Art of Positive Thinking, which will be on 15th July and 16th of July 2026, 5:30 p.m. to 7 p.m. And it is going to be in person, so booking is essential. And for every Sunday, we have got morning meditation from 10 a.m. to 10:45 a.m. And this is online, so register to get the Zoom link. And on Monday and Thursday, 7 p.m. to 7:30 p.m., we have got reflective meditation in-house and online. So you can find more details on the website for that. Thank you very much. And we also have a product of the week, which you can get that. Yeah, and the product of the week is a small book, filled with wisdom, just like our YAPs. And it is called The Gift of Peace. It's a very small book, and it has got really good insights. So please do check it out on your way back home. Thank you, and have a safe trip back home.